Hi everyone, let's take a closer look at some of the changes and new features you will see if you join or host a Teams meeting after you've turned on the new meeting experience in settings in the installed version of Microsoft Teams on your Windows 10 device or Mac. So I've gone ahead and launched a Teams meeting in my Microsoft Teams app on my Windows 10 device, and currently, as you can see, I'm waiting in the lobby. So here in the lobby, I can mute my microphone or unmute my microphone, turn off my video or turn on my video, as well as adjust settings for my microphone and speakers. When I'm ready, I can go ahead and join this meeting. Now, for the purposes of this demo video, I'm going to be the only one on the meeting. One of the things that you might have noticed that looks a little different is that this Teams meeting is now in a pop-out window. So I can actually see my Teams calendar in the background, and I can move this window around. This is great if I'm working off of multiple monitors because I can move the meeting window onto another screen and then continue to work in the Teams app on my other monitor. All right, something else that you may have noticed right away is that floating toolbar down at the bottom of your video view is gone. Don't worry, it's not gone. It's just been moved. In fact, it's been moved permanently to the top of the window. So it's no longer an appearing or disappearing toolbar. It's always there throughout your meeting. You'll notice below it is the video space. Right now, I don't have my video turned on, so you're just seeing my profile picture. If there were other people in this meeting, because I'm currently in what's called gallery view, you would see up to 4 different videos streaming. All right, first icon that I want to talk to you about on this toolbar is the participants icon. And that's because there have been a few updates to participants. So if I come over to the far right, notice that the participants panel is open, and I want to click on the 3 dots. Remember, whenever you see the 3 dots or Timbits in Microsoft Teams, click it. It means good things will come your way. If I click those 3 dots, notice that I have the ability now to manage permissions right inside of a Teams meeting. Oops, you set up your Teams meeting and forgot to determine who's allowed to present or who must wait in the lobby before being admitted to the Teams meeting. Don't worry, you can now adjust and manage those permissions during your Teams meeting. Also, you now have the ability to download an attendance list. This is perfect for teachers meeting with students because now you can keep track of who's been participating in your class Teams meetings. Next to participants, we still have the show conversation or meeting chat icon. And again, in the meeting chat, you can format the new message text box. You can attach files to share, to collaborate on. You can add emojis, animated GIFs, stickers, and you might consider using GIFs, stickers, or emojis as part of your classroom management and routine while you're hosting your Teams meetings. Next to the conversation icon is the raise your hand icon. Notice when I click on raise your hand, I see a red notification by participants. If I click on show participants, I can see that Christine has her hand raised. Christine does have to go back to the top and click on the hand again to lower their hand, but this is a great way to get the teacher's attention or to get an administrator's attention before unmuting microphones to speak. All right, next in the toolbar, we see those wonderful 3 dots or Timbits, again for more actions. If I click on those 3 dots, notice that I have access to device settings, meeting notes, meeting details, but I can also change up my view. So if I had more participants on this particular Teams meeting, I could switch from the gallery view or the 9-person view to the large gallery view, which would allow me to see up to 49 people at a time. There's also a focus button, so you can focus on anything that the presenter is presenting. You can apply background effects. And I'm actually going to turn on my camera so I can show you this one. I'm going to click Apply Background Effects. And notice that you can choose from a variety that Microsoft Teams has added. But you can also simply click the Add New to add in your own fun, funky backgrounds. All right, let's just close the background settings. Let's go back to the 3 dots. A few other features. If you have turned it on in settings, you will see the ability to turn on live captions or live closed captioning. And you can also click the Start Recording button if you plan on recording the meeting. All right, next up in the toolbar, we still have the ability to turn on or off our camera, mute or unmute our microphone, and finally, share content. If I click on the Share Content button or Share Screen, this is where I can choose what I want to share with my meeting participants. Now, I have 3 monitors set up, so I can choose from my desktop. I can choose to present screen 1, screen 2, or screen 3. But notice that I don't have to present my entire desktop. I could always select just a specific browser window that I want to share. Or I can actually select a PowerPoint that I want to present. Or I can even select Microsoft Whiteboard. And I can have participants collaborating in an integrated version of Microsoft Whiteboard in a Teams meeting. Now, keep in mind something really important. If you are going to share any sort of presentation that includes audio, you're going to want to make sure to toggle this switch on to include computer sound, and then select the content and the source from which you wish to share with your participants. Now, to hide this panel across the bottom, just simply come back up to the top and click Hide Share Options. All right, last but not least, let's take a look at what's different about the Leave button. Notice that there's now a drop-down caret, and when I click that, I can simply leave this meeting or I can end the meeting. If I click End Meeting, it's going to force all participants out of the meeting and end the meeting now. So again, to see this view and have access to these features in the installed version of Microsoft Teams on your Windows 10 device or Mac, you must go into Settings and select the New Meeting Experience.